Here's 4 tips to help you write better prose so that your readers stick around and are engaged and don't turn to their phones or turn to something else. The first is that you need to write verbs that are direct and active and don't have useless modifiers getting in the way of their expression. So for instance, don't use adverbs whenever possible. Avoid them. Say, instead of he runs quickly, you say he races across the room. You don't say he starts to rise, he begins to move across the room. He's moving across the room, he's moving across the room. If he reaches for the door, he doesn't begin to open the door, he reaches for the door. So avoid those kinds of modifiers that slow down the action and remove people from the action, put an obstacle in their way. The next thing is you need to make sure that your descriptions of emotions and physical experiences are also direct and are not modified by useless words that get in the way. So you don't say things like, he felt sad. If he felt sad, then he has tears rolling down his face, or he has a lump in his throat. Those are direct physical experiences that get the words out of the way and allow your reader to experience the emotion directly and understand where it's coming from because they have felt that themselves. The third thing you need to do with your prose is you need to think about pacing. So if you're writing an action sequence, you probably aren't going to use as many nouns or as many adjectives. So you're using a lot of verbs in order to convey what's unfolding rather than trying to describe it, get people into the richness of the location, and so on. But the opposite is also true. If people are in a location and they are reflecting on their experience, planning for the future, you have more space to describe what's happening and to spend some time with that person and their experience with what's going on. You need to alternate speed and word size, paragraph size, and so on in order to keep your reader engaged. And the final thing is not really about words at all. It's about storytelling. It's about keeping focused on the core conflict that is the reason for the existence of your story and making sure that the prose that exists is moving people towards solving the core problem of your story and demonstrating the truth of the theme and resolving the emotional relationship problems that are faced by your characters and so on. Those 4 things will help you write better prose and keep things moving.